Miracle, one of the content writers from AutoGrow, and today's video is going to be pretty fun because we're going to be talking about fonts. Fonts you can use in your graphic design projects, websites, landing pages, and even motion picture designs. So let's just jump right into it. So fonts are something that every graphic designer needs to master. They set the tone for the brand and also the core values. So they need to match up with the core values of the business. They need to match up with the identity of the business and what that business represents. So that way the font, along with other aspects of the brand, can convey that message in the best way possible, because fonts are a part of the overall aspect of what you're trying to communicate to an audience, of what that business is trying to communicate to an audience. So there are different types of fonts that you can use, and luckily there are plenty of fonts to choose from. And we're going to be looking at the most popular ones that are being used in 2021 by graphic designers everywhere, because they have been the most versatile, the most interesting, the most communicative, and they get the job done. They get most of the job done for most brands. So let's just jump right into it. So we're going to get started with the very first trending font of 2021, which is Futura Now. Futura Now is considered one of the best fonts for graphic designers everywhere, and it's noteworthy for its versatile design, and it can be used in just about every industry, from packaging, manufacturing, to book publishing, fashion, and even marketing agencies. Futura Now is mostly used to display logos and typefaces for books, and even grand displays like billboard designs. So the second trending font we're going to get into is a little newer. It's No Display. Designers tend to use this font in various logo designs because the font is very modern, but it's also very expressive because it's very bold. So online businesses can especially benefit from this font because it's very legible, but it also communicates the message in a very direct way. So you'll find that No Display is one of the best fonts for graphic design and websites, landing pages, and pretty much everything online. So if you have maybe an online course that's coming out, or an ebook, or any other digital product that you need to communicate to your audience, then No Display might be the best option for you. Grotesque is another favorite font of mine. They're very versatile and can be used for a lot of advertising campaigns. So they're seen in a lot of industries like health, construction, education, mostly in those realms, not so much fashion or some of the lighter industries, because it's mostly meant to just communicate a clear message without being too assertive. The fourth trending font of 2021 is Lars. This font is becoming more popular because it accommodates a lot of languages that we see online. So it's legible. It's excellent for most written material like business cards, billboard signs, and other physical marketing materials. These fonts are also mainly used by small local businesses and restaurants, but I also said online because it's used for that purpose as well. So you'll see a lot of people using Lars in a lot of advertising campaigns too, but you'll mostly see it on physical marketing materials with local businesses. One of my favorite fonts is Parnaso. It's one of my favorites because it kind of gives that Fifth Avenue vibe in New York, because it's usually used for online editorial and advertising work because of its like high contrast and crisp details. So you'll see it in a lot of lifestyle blog websites, a lot of online beauty campaign materials, a lot of fashion magazines use it as well. Because it's very legible, it's very simple, but it's also stylish. So it's mostly used for the feminine touch without exactly excluding any one person. because it's also very versatile. Another favorite trending font of mine is going to be the sixth one we're going to be talking about, which is Ivy Mode. This one has become very popular in recent years, especially with the rise of social media. It's available in 10 different styles, and it's mostly ideal for luxury businesses and high fashion companies. Um, you'll see this in a lot of advertising campaigns as well, mostly online, I would say. Um, it's part of you'll see it as a part of a lot of sleek logo designs too. Not only is this font legible for websites, but it's also versatile. So it's considered one of the best fonts for a lot of graphic design projects. It's very soft yet subtle, with curves and thin lettering. So it's a lot like Parnaso, because it also gives a feminine touch, and which is why you'll see in a lot of beauty brands. Another one of my favorites is the seventh trending font, which is Orpheus. Orpheus is mostly used for entertainment purposes. You'll see it used for a lot of book titles, banners promoting fantasy related entertainment like movies, film, TV shows. You'll see it in advertising work as well, but not as often because it's very distinct. It has it's very characterized by its design. It's subtle, but it has the aesthetic of the letter forms is very circular but rectangular, and it has very small text, but is also delicate and legible. So it's something you'll see a lot, but mostly in entertainment. Yeah, Orpheus is one of my favorites, actually. Most graphic designers will use Helvetica because it's very common. You'll see it a lot for different computer-related content like texting and emailing, computer programming. You'll see it in a lot of physical material too, like public signage or T-shirts or even tech companies. But it's pretty much perfect for everyone and every occasion. But you don't want to overuse it because it's not really distinct or bold in any way, shape, or form. But it does get the job done. It does communicate the message clearly, and it's very versatile. So it can be mostly used for email campaigns, text messaging, things of that nature. So you'll see it mostly used in those type of settings. The ninth trending font is Bodani. It's a narrow font, and it adds a unique flair to headlines and decorative email text, logos, landing pages, and it typically appears in entertainment because it's used for a lot of occasions, but you'll mostly see it for entertainment. So it's very tasteful looking because there's a lot of contrast between the thickness and the thinness of the strokes in the lettering. So it's very distinct and it stands out, but it's not used everywhere like it could be, but it can be. Gotham font has been pretty popular since probably the Industrial Revolution because it's very bold, straight to the point. Comes in 17 different typefaces. It's highly legible and very versatile. You'll see it mostly used with black or white ink on dark backgrounds. You'll see it mostly in the medical industry for marketing campaigns or in different sectors like politics or education. Because, like I said, it's very bold. It pretty much gives you the message right off the bat without having to say too much. So you might not want to overdo it when you use it. It's pretty much good for titles and subject lines, landing page titles, things of that nature. Allegria is very unique because it's very warm and inviting, but unique. But it doesn't give off a bold appearance. but it's also very dramatic because the letters are very different from one another in terms of the way they're shaped, as far as the actual lettering. So it's used to give a unique look to different reading materials. So that's why a lot of authors use it, or a lot of digital materials. So that's why a lot of copywriters tend to use it when they're writing. But it also gives off, not only are the letters different from each other, but it also gives off this harmonious vibe when used together. So it doesn't look out of place when used in a lot of publishing settings. So definitely give Allegria a thumbs up. The Baskerville font, the 12th trending font, is an old style font, known for being used in education, in a lot of academic publications. It has a clean look and it fits perfectly for both body text and titles for a lot of written work in education. But you'll also see it used in a lot of printed and digital projects. So you'll see it in a lot of commercials or display ads. Warnock Pro is another one of my favorite fonts. It's very classic, but very modern. It can be used for a lot of typographic functions and industries, including health, entertainment, fashion, publishing, logistics. You can also use it in a lot of design projects for an added contemporary touch. So you can use it in a lot of ad campaigns, website designs, landing pages. So, by the way, if you're a freelance graphic designer with experience and looking to learn more advanced skills and knowledge in your area of expertise, here at AutoGrow, we're recruiting for this and many more positions. So visit our jobs page now and learn more about what partnering with AutoGrow could be like for you.